I actually kind of really like this. Even with Bolner, being able to multiple activate like a potential Naga with some battle cries, it could snowball pretty hard around turn 5. Snowball fight could kill off a couple of minions, or at least free some things. I don't think it's particularly good here, and I think Bolner's a little bit greedy, honestly. I think Bolner's a little bit too greedy, but I think School Teacher's fine. Snowfall Guardian I could coin out turn 5, which would also be potentially quite good. And then Cookie the Cook obviously heals me up to about 8 HP, which is super good as well. And then don't even get me started on the Canal Slogger. My goodness gracious. That's gonna be a lot of healing. I think this deck does okay against a lot of different things. It's just Celestial Alignment Druid beats basically everything. I don't know what loses or what beats it. I honestly don't know. I mean, I could look it up, and obviously hard aggro decks can sometimes beat it, and if you're able to somehow abuse the Celestial Alignment yourself, like with Mana Cheat or a ton of really big things, like there's a world where you don't lose, but for the most part, it just feels really hard to deal with a lot of the time. But I can look up on Hearthstone Replay what it loses to. Because like you also have to think like, okay, it's a kind of difficult deck to play and you need to know your limits a little bit. But let's just look at the matchups. It loses to Beast Hunter, which makes sense, right? Oh, I didn't end turn. Which makes sense, right? Because like you can abuse the big things. You can play a ton of big minions and match their big minions, which is okay. Big Spell Mage, same exact thing, right? You can abuse the big spells. You can play Drakefire Amulet, sometimes even 2, depending on how lucky you get. And then snowbally decks early, like Murlocs, Mech Mage, and Mech Paladin, which I guess is most of the meta. It's just not exactly what I play. I play very like off-meta, weird, sometimes greedy decks for content. So I guess at the end of the day, it does have its fair share of weaknesses, just not based on what I'm playing. Like for what I'm playing, it's quite bad, I guess. What do you think of Baron Shaman versus Curse Warlock? I think that Curse Warlock is way better. I think Curse Warlock is extremely good. I'm gonna play School Teacher turn 4. And then have a Noggling. This Overload is definitely gonna cause me to struggle a little bit.
What a find! And fully intact.
I am doing great, thank you. Thanks for noticing. I'm trying my best out here. Oh, you... Wait. Oh, he played Chaos Strike. I was like, how did you get 3 damage? I thought you Hero Powered played that. Wait. Oh, because it was reduced in cost. I was like, wait, the mana doesn't add up here. We'll see what we get off of this first. This could potentially get me something later on after we play Overload and an Overload. Like a 2-drop isn't the worst thing in the world. And Derek, by the way, thank you so much for the challenge in the first place. I mean, first of all, I think my mood has just been better in general, so maybe I keep trying to do this with the occasional swear word. I mean, I think swear words can be funny sometimes if something ridiculous happens, but trying to be more upbeat in general is not a bad thing. And also for the, for just the donation in general. I mean, I just bought a new laptop so I could do work on a trip when I go on a trip, so I could do like editing and stuff. It wasn't like an insane laptop, but this definitely helps ease the damage. Ease the damage of doing it. I needed to play a minion so I could heal off of it with the Canal Slogger. I mean, if he doesn't play anything, I mean, I just go boom and I maybe find something else to heal up again. Rockbiter Weapon heals me up a little bit more right now, which wouldn't be terrible. So let's just do that. Let's just heal 5. Gives me basically 3 HP and a little bit of extra damage. It's not bad. Gotta love the Lifesteal Weapon. Kurtrus this turn? Maybe? Perhaps. If he doesn't, we might... Ooh. We do have to try to kill Lady Steno. The problem is I want to coin out Mutanus because my assumption is he doesn't really have anything else in his hand. Like, the card he's had in his hand since turn 0, my prediction is it's unfortunately for him. I'm going for the hard read. Darn. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not small, it's still an 8-7. I went for the hard read I missed. It might have been Jace. It was Okani? We can bait that out with a wind chill, I guess. Oh, that's not good. No way you're trading. Yeah, you gotta go face here. He's out of cards. I thought maybe if he had a card since turn 0, it had to have been something really, really good for him. We will kill this off. Then play this and freeze whatever we do not kill. Yeah, we can't really do anything other than that. We'll just go with this, and then we'll freeze. We'll kill this off, and then we'll freeze this. And he's down to top deck, so there's not really too much he can do at this point, right? We're fine. I don't know what you just said, Master Puppet. Sorry, I rolled on my phone. Oh, okay. That's so funny, though. My pleasure, man. You're a very intelligent person, and I feel excessive swearing does your true self a disservice and reflects your level of intellect much lower than it is. Well, that is probably true. I have heard that before. Brilliant Macaw. We're going to play the Canal Slogger. Gonna slap it. Give it a good old slapper. Kabloom. And then Charged Call should give me like a 2-drop, which is fine. Then we just totem. It just gives me an extra minion. It's not bad. Oh, I do get to... We get a brand? No shot, we just got a brand. That could be insane. Schlaps. That was a good... Okay, that went really well. I actually kind of like this hand, just as a whole. Like, the Amalgam... What do I really want the Amalgam to land on, though? Because I want to try to discover something really expensive for after the Celestial Alignment, because I'm assuming it's a Celestial Alignment deck. I would like to draw some extra cards. Brilliant Macaw just synergizes really well with a lot of things. And then Farsight is also just good in general. We're going to keep everything in because I'm assuming it's Celestial Alignment. But yeah, I mean, obviously he's going to be running a 40 HP deck. That's what everybody's running. But Snowfall Guardian and the Bird are going to be very, very important, assuming we don't get blown out of the water. I had every card. The only one that was missing was the Amalgam, so I crafted them. Oh, Mech Mage. I mean, Mech Mage is definitely still viable. It's got a pretty high win rate. It's more successful at lower ranks, though. As people start getting better and knowing how to deal with it, it gets a little bit worse. But it's definitely not bad. Probably gonna coin out the Wildpaw Cavern next turn because he's gonna play Wild Growth this turn. He's gonna try to start scaling up. I'm gonna have to coin out Wildpaw Cavern to get pressure on the board, and then we can maybe play an Amalgam on the Wildpaw Knoll. Wait, did I say Wildpaw Knoll? Why did I say that? That's not even remotely what it is. On the Wildpaw Cavern, sorry. Actually, it is remotely what it is. Wildpaw Knoll, Wildpaw Cavern. I switched one words. Anyway, yeah, now we play the Amalgam. Maybe freeze something if he plays it, and we can, you know, target it. But yeah, Mech Mage is definitely still viable, but again, mostly at lower ranks. So we're gonna be able to freeze him. He unfreezes himself because Guff exists, but that's fine. We're gonna flood the board with minions. Interesting. I think that's the highest value one. We just played an elemental, so I actually think that we hold off and we play like one elemental a turn to keep Lilypad Lurker in check. Maybe it's the Totem of Might. It's healing. It's not that bad though. But yeah, we're gonna play one elemental a turn basically, so that way we can try to keep the Lilypad Lurker active for as long as possible and hex something big. Bolner? Okay. I will freeze this totem twice. I don't really care about freezing anything of his. It doesn't really matter that much to me. How much money have you lost so far? What? No. Look, first of all, it's not every time I swear I'd lose 300. It's just if I swore I would have lost 300. Second of all, it wasn't necessarily losing in the sense that like I would be giving it away. It was a challenge somebody gave me on my sponsor, excuse me, Dekkster, that said if you swear, if I don't swear for an entire stream, I get 300, which is extremely generous of Derek to give me, but that's what the thing was. I had a hard time talking right there. That was kind of wild. Interesting. So I guess I can leave this frozen and just go face for a little bit. I can't really play another elemental, so Lilypad Lurker is not perfect here. School teacher, and then we'll keep the Noggling, I think. Low key. And just doing this and putting a spirit mount on something isn't even that bad. We'll just put a spirit mount on you. And then you can kill this off. And then it'll get healed up. These go face for sure, and then we'll kill this off to leave one spot open so we can play a No-Fold Guardian if a spot opens up. And I guess the big thing with that deck, right, is if you don't get Celestial Alignment, you kind of are doomed. Oh, well, he did get it. Well, that's unfortunate, but okay, cool. Okie dokie. We've got 14 damage. It's not a lot. Oh, no. Oh, some could even say that's very bad. I guess I could freeze it, though. We'll do this to reduce the cost of something by 3. Well, it's really only 1, but I mean, it does allow me to pop off a little bit harder next turn, maybe. We get a snowball fight? That's not great. Do I really care about this? No, we'll be able to kill it and do stuff next turn. It's actually fine. We can play Snowfall Guardian next turn and do a couple of other shenanigans. It's not that bad. We can play Bolner and do Snowfall Guardian potentially. And then play the bird.
The Sea Lord is all
Rush? Okay, rushing into that? That was a really weird, honestly, poor trade. Why? What? No, that was incorrect. That was the incorrect thing to do. Your guy did not need to take that much damage unless he has like a plan or something, in which case, more power to you, I guess. I'm overloaded, but I really only need a little bit of mana to actually do what I want to do. So we'll do that, and then we'll go Cookie. And we'll go Face. We don't have enough damage. That's fine. So he didn't win the money? I mean, it's not over yet. I guess I could end stream now. I mean, I could end stream whenever I want. He just said it had to be longer than like 3 hours, which is your typical, and it's been 3, so I can end. Oh boy, okay. Farsight might be a bit too slow. But how many turn 3 plays do I really have? I have Cookie the Cook, but that's really it. I'll keep Farsight. I should not have kept the Amalgam. Oh, the Amalgam was a mistake. The Amalgam was a greedy, greedy mistake. I was like, oh, it's a 2-drop, but I forgot that Sleep Breaker's the 2-drop. I mean, I'll play it. To put pressure on the board, maybe. Oh, we got Sleep Breaker. That's so much better. Thank goodness. We'll probably freeze it. I mean, most likely this 3-2 dies. But then we play this. Then we play this. Then we play Noggling and both of the Amalgams to get 2 more Nagas. I mean, would I like to find maybe an Elemental? Like the Canal Slogger? Yes. But it doesn't look like that's in the cards right now. Snowball fight doesn't really matter too much. We're gonna play this. It's not that much damage. We got Mutanus again. Low key. It might be worth to just play Mutanus turn 4. No, there've gotta be a lot of cheap minions in his hand. I mean, he coins out a small minion right here, most likely, I would say. Oh? I think it's got to be school teacher. Hey, how's it going, Louie? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? I mean, it could have been Mutanus. We'll take Tidal Surge, though. It's really, really strong. That actually is really, really strong. It's going to be able to kill off the 1-3, which is something that I'm struggling to do right now anyway.
My blood boils for war.
I mean, we can kill one off, draw a card, and freeze the other, which might be best. Then again, he's getting kind of close to where I don't want him to be. Maybe we just play Mutanus, like I said, and hopefully eat something big, because he's got to have at least something in his hand, right? Even if it's just a minion, even if it's just a small minion, but I'm hoping it's a big minion that he has in his hand for like a long time. Okani, that's really good. That becomes a 6-10, which is quite hard for him to deal with. We can just start killing off things like the 1-3 and wind chilling his face. That's not good. He's getting ready to try to play Jace as soon as possible here. I will just freeze that, actually, I think. We'll play Farsight, we'll freeze it, and we'll Amalgam. But I really, really need to find something like Canal Slogger to heal. Like, if I can find... Oh, that was close to Canal Slogger. That was close. Boom. We'll see what we get. We'll freeze it. We'll take Farsight, actually. Really, 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 really good. We'll go Farsight, and then we'll freeze this. And we'll just keep going face. He could play Kurtrus next turn, which would not be the worst. I mean, it wouldn't be good, but it wouldn't be the worst. We can play this and try to discover a Canal Slogger next turn. I mean, even if he plays Kurtrus this turn, I'm not really taking any damage, and I should be able to kill off basically everything he ends up playing.
A watery grave awaits.
Okay. Okay. You plan on adding more emotes? Potentially, yeah. Chaos Strike? Please don't have Predation.
New challenge.
There's a new challenge? Okay, say less. Let's look at it. What's this new challenge? This challenge better not be so insane it makes me swear. You must play 10 games without conceding. With a Celestial Alignment Druid deck of your choice. You can swear. Win rate is not important, but you must try your hardest to have a higher win percentage. I have to play 10 games of Celestial Alignment Druid? You monster. Oh, I'm losing it. Or you have to look for Canal Slogger. Can I get lethal in any way here real quick? I don't think so. We're gonna Amalgam and basically look for Canal Slogger, and we're gonna kill this off and freeze that. No, we're gonna do this, and then Amalgam on you, and then we're gonna freeze that. Okay, we got Canal Slogger, that's perfect. Boom, we freeze this for 0, and then we'll go face and try to kill him next turn. And we drew a Canal Slogger anyway, which means we basically heal up. If he doesn't kill me this turn, which he shouldn't be able to because Jace is a turn 8 card, we should be fine. But also, Derek, you're a jerk. Don't get me wrong. $100 is quite a solid price tag for this. Okay, I would like to be very clear. That is insane. But also, it is my least favorite deck ever. And I don't want to play it. But like, that's a lot of money, dude. Oh, you drive a hard bargain. I can do 14 damage and heal 12 and kill off this, and I mean, I could basically wipe everything, honestly. Maybe I do just wipe everything. Like, this goes here, this goes here. And then this goes here, this goes here. Yeah, I think just trading in there is correct. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, Derek, you really like torturing me, don't you? I do think I'm gonna need healing into this matchup, genuinely, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Mine Rogue or Death Rattle because they aren't disguised, and usually when they're not disguised, that just means they're mine, and they're just trying to optimize everything. So, we're doing this. Yeah, trade your Cutlass away. They also still run Cutlass, so it's fine. Wildpaw Cavern, not bad. I mean, if we can play that turn 4, I mean, we could freeze him, which could potentially stop him from attacking with the weapon. But that doesn't matter because he could hero power and destroy his own weapon anyway. Yeah. I'm not surprised by that. Is it going to be Totem Wind Chill? I think it's going to be Totem Wind Chill. Or it could just be Farsight, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Foresight. We got Mutanus, which is actually really, really good. Like, that's potentially game winning if we can get like Bolner or Brand to double activate it. Late play Senna with the card that was released, haven't since, wait, might try that. What? What card that was released that would be really good with Lady Steno? I don't know if any of them would be like particularly good. You'll love the next challenge. The next challenge better be you got to include a swear word in every single thing. It's gonna play the mine. Wait, what? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hope to eat a mine. What do we eat? We ate an Acolyte? Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's so good. It's not the mine, it's the Death Rattle version with the Acolyte. I mean, he could potentially have another thing, but it does stop him from getting 2 5/8s. And we're just gonna rush in with the Canal Slogger. I mean, that's a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but... Never mind. This game is dumb.
No littering.
Heal up a decent amount. We get Bran, which isn't bad. Bran would have been really good with Mutanus, but at this point it's too slow. We got a 6/3 out on the board, so I mean, like, there's a chance, there's a world where I could just hit him and heal up more and not die to the mines. We're probably gonna play the Caverns next turn unless he plays something on the board I have to kill, which will then be the Command of Neptulon. And I mean, yeah, that's doing 8 damage to me. It's doing 12 damage to me, but I do get to heal with the 5/3. Which I feel like is good, right? He does coin it out because this is going away this turn. Right, I think it's going away this turn. Yeah, it's gone, thank goodness. Okay, so we play this to apply as much pressure as humanly possible, and we just keep going face. I was hoping to hit the mine. Sadly, I didn't end up hitting mine. Why isn't exclamation point challenge working in chat? Oh, because you're not supposed to have a space. It's supposed to be exclamation point challenge, all one word. No, no, no! Question mark? Nothing's happening. Gotta love beating Mine Rogue, man. Gotta love beating Death Rattle Rogue. It is so dumb. I love it.